Doing a little bit of a new video today. A big part of caregiving.com's vision is to make sure that you, the consumers, have access to not only all of the latest articles and information and resources available to you, but all the new technology and tools and gadgets and apps that are coming onto the market. We also want to make you guys aware of those because they're hitting the shelves every single day. It seems like there's a new product or service out every week. And we want to make sure that you guys, the caregivers, have access to the information so that you can be aware of them and then also make a decision based on whether or not it would be a good fit for you as a family. So today is actually going to be our first ever episode of the Cool Care Tools review by caregiving.com. And I have in my possession our first cool care tool. Boom. So let's get into it. We got our first cool care tool review, and this is a cool one. I'm really excited about this one. In fact, a little bit of the backstory here, so you can see that. What up? This is the Pria by Black & Decker, and I actually ran into them at the Consumer Electronics Show, which is like the largest electronics and new tech gadget show in the world every year, and it always happens in Las Vegas, and there's usually absolute massive amount of people. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's huge, and there's the convention center is filled up, and there's all kinds of tech tools. So I actually ran into these guys, whoops, and I told them I thought it looked cool. I hung onto the card, and I followed up, reached out to them and said, hey, we're doing this cool new thing. How would you feel about us doing a review of Pria? And they said absolutely. So here we are. Let's get into the box. So as I'm opening this up, I will read a little bit of what the company sent me, kind of describing the device, because I think they put it into a little bit better words than I do, or would. So Pria by Black & Decker is a new automated medication dispenser and management device, and the first direct-to-consumer product from Stanley Healthcare. So they must be partnered with Stanley Healthcare on this. With a mission to empower loved ones who desire to maintain independence while staying connected to their families, Pria by Black & Decker is a HIPAA-compliant platform, voice-enabled tabletop robot that provides caregivers day-to-day insight into their loved ones' adherence to both prescribed and over-the-counter medication, therapy, and well-being through a mobile application. That's awesome. You see that? There she is. Is Pria? I assume Pria is a she. I don't know. It's a pretty name. Cool. All right, let's see. How do I get this out? Oh, very cool. Flip it back over. Awesome. There it is. The Pria robot in the flesh. Very cool packaging. Love it. Being very gentle. Alright. Never put a knife down with it open. Come on, Mike. Ooh, oh boy. Oh boy. Cool. Look, we got ourselves a quick start guide. Sure that will come in handy. Oh, this packaging is awesome, you guys. Okay, we've got our sort of our charger here. Ooh, looks. Oh, here. This must be the medication cup. Kind of like a pill shot glass. Very cool. Very cool. Here's what we all came here for. Oh, yeah. How cool is that? Look at this thing. So nice. There it is. Pria robot in the flesh. Oh, cool. Check this out. Oh, that's so satisfying. Oh, got some more peels on the back here. Double. Wow, how cool is that? Well, I think the first thing we got to do is get it plugged in, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so it says step 1, power on. That's what I was going to do. Let's do it. Just got to trust my gut. Connect the power cable to the back of... Did it light up? The light's flashing on the bottom. How cool is that?
Hello there. I'm Pria, your home care companion by Black & Decker. I'm excited to get to know you, but first let's get started by connecting to the internet. After we connect, I can help manage your medication and even take a look at this week's weather. Let me quickly see if there are any updates available.
Cool, so she's checking for updates. How awesome is that? We'll get in here and use this in a second, but oh my gosh, I love the UI. The user experience and interface is fantastic. They did an awesome job with the design of this.
Few moments later.
Okay, cool. So the Pria looks like it did its updates. It took about 10 minutes or so to make sure it had all of its software updated to the most current. And now it's prompting me to download the Pria app. So got my phone hooked up here so we can show you guys what that experience looked like. Here we're gonna go to the App Store. I'm gonna search Pria Black & Decker. There it is. Get this downloaded. And then next it says pair app with Pria. So I'm assuming when I click next on this screen, it's going to prompt me to scan a QR code, which is what it looks like it's doing here. So all in all, it looks like there's about 6 steps, and the 6th one is loading your medication. So pretty simple setup. The instructions are pretty straightforward. You know, whether or not the person who is going to be consuming the medications is going to be able to do this, I'm not sure it really matters. I think in the case where you have a loved one that needs this sort of help and medication management, you're probably going to be setting them up for it anyway, which again is where the app comes in handy, because I think, as we'll see, there are alerts and reminders that can also come to the phone. And I believe, as I mentioned before, there is some two-way communication that can be enabled as well too. So that's one of the big advantages to this device over, say, one of the basic lock and key sort of rotating medication dispensers. Just going to open up the app, and then I'm going to get started. So it says in the Get Started guide that I want to set this up as if I am the person who will be using Pria. So I want to set this up as I'm using Pria. Eventually I will set it up as I'm a helper and I'll invite myself to it, but this is what you do initially. And it's important to understand if you are the caregiver and your care recipient or caree can't set this up themselves. You're going to want to sort of put yourself in their shoes and set it up that way.
5 minutes later.
Open this page in Pria. Open. Alright, so now it's taking me back to the app. Good afternoon. Connect to your Pria. Pria will show you a bar scan. So I'm going to go ahead and click next on the prompt.
Now, let's go ahead and add me to your Pria account. Use the Pria user's mobile device to complete the next. Please complete the following actions and then scan the code on my screen. For more instructions, press the blue help button. Great. I'm now paired with the Pria application on your mobile phone. Mike,
that is awesome.
Thanks for setting up your account. First, let's talk through some of my basic capabilities. To access my menu, use your finger to swipe from right to left on my screen. Let's try it for the first time now. Using my menu, you can quickly see and access many different features. I'll begin by showing you 3 of the most useful. On the left side of the screen, you will see notifications. These will always be here to keep you up to date, showing your upcoming doses or any important event. On the right side of the screen you will see the menu wheel. By rotating the wheel with your finger, you can access your wellness plan, manage your contacts, and adjust my settings. You can close the menu, swiping from left to right.
So the first thing we're going to want to do is add our medication, so the companion app. So I'm going to do that now. First, we need the meds, so let me go grab them.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Alright, cool. So I've got my pretend medication, and today's medication, Sour Patch Kids. Hopefully it doesn't mess it up, but I love Sour Patch Kids. Okay, so we're going to set this up. So we go to the app, go meds, and click this plus button. Medication name, type at least 3 letters. Let's call it just like Tylenol. Oh, I can create a custom medication. So we'll go Sour Patch Kids. Ooh, look at this. I can tell what time. So right now it is right here on Pria, 1:03 p.m. So let's say once a day at 1. Let's see, how quickly can I get this done? Let's say 106. Let's say I'm going to give myself 3 minutes buffer time here so I don't lose it. Pill storage, store in Pria. Oh, cool. So I can tell it. So this was cool. As I read the instructions, one of the things it pointed out was if you have like a liquid medication or something that wouldn't go into the Pria itself, you can still set up the medication in the app and in the device's memory so that it sends you a reminder anyway. So just another handy feature just so that you can account for all the medications someone might be taking. So there we go. So done. All right. So I'm going to click load my meds into Pria. Great work. Pria has your medication list, and boom, it's time to reload your pills. You bet. Next dose, 1:06 p.m. So I got 2 minutes.
Loading your pills today will take about 5 minutes. Want to get started?
Yes.
There are 2 ways we can load your pills. The first is that you can take the pill wheel app and put the pills in manually.
So I can do it manually.
The second is that I can guide you through putting pills into the pill chute.
Let's do the fun assisted way.
You will put the pills for each dose into my pill chute,
So you can see
which
here,
is on top of
there's
our
a pill
screen,
chute right on
towards the
top.
back.
That's what we're going to do. Next.
Here are the medications we're going to load right now. This will take
I don't
about
have 28 of them.
5 minutes.
Pill wheel is moving. This is so cool. This is so cool.
Put this pill into my pill chute now.
You got it. First, we're going to go with the blue Sour Patch.
Great. We'll keep going with your Sour Patch Kids. Add this into my pill chute now.
You can add, there's a little, oh, this is so cool. There's a little camera inside
Great job.
the pill
Add
chute.
this pill now.
Not enough pills? I remember your place, and we can finish later. Yes, save my place.
Loading of this medication is not complete. You can complete the procedure later saying, "Okay, Pria, load my meds." And we're done with your Sour Patch Kids. Great job. We are done with loading for now. I'll have your next dose for you tomorrow at 1:06 p.m.
Mike, enter PIN code. This must be my dose today.
Hi, Mike. Here is the medication I have for you to take. Would you like to dispense it now? Be sure to check the notes for your medications.
Yes, I would like to dispense. You heard me say yes.
Your dose has been dispensed. Be sure to take your pill.
Okay. Okay. Back in we go.
I hope you're doing well.
I am doing well. Very well, thank you. That is really, really cool. And you know what we're going to do? We are going to try the call feature. So let's check this out. Let's do a... First, we're going to do a video call. So I think this is going to actually ask permission.
Mike Eidsaune is calling you. Do you want to answer?
Yes, we would like to answer. that. We're getting a little bit of feedback. But look at that. Look how cool that is. Not only can I see Mike, but I can see Mike. How cool. All right, let's hang up with Mike. So that's one of the features is the video two-way calling. Really, really neat, right? Something that's talked about a lot right now. A lot of people are looking for the hardware to be able to enable that. Pria comes with that packed in already. Second thing you get is the video drop-in feature. So again, depending on your situation, depending on the permissions that your care recipient allowed for, you can actually have a video drop-in, which I think is if there's a concern, you think something may have happened, you just want to check in. Maybe they're not answering the video call and you want to just see if everything's okay. You can do a video drop-in. So we're going to do a call Mike, and we're going to do a drop-in video call.
Mike Eidsaune is calling you. The video call will start in a few moments.
Look at that. So what it did that time was it essentially prompted me that this video call was starting. There we go. So in this case, I didn't have to actually accept the video call or answer it. It just automatically happened. Look, we got a lot of screens going here. But in this case, all we had to do was, as the video drop-inner, all I had to do was add that as a video drop-in, and it just let them know that I'm about to call in. So again, I think that's more of a safety feature. If you wanted to just check in on a loved one, this is going to allow you to do that, just to check in, make sure everybody is safe. I'm telling you, to me, again, like I said, I think my experience with medication management to now what Pria offers is there's a huge difference there. But they have thought of everything. You know, I can't imagine from a medication management and a remote monitoring perspective, there's much more you could ask for. It'll be really interesting to see where they go with like integrations and things, because again, the software here is absolutely phenomenal. One of the things actually that I failed to mention right at the beginning of this was that part of the initial conversation with the Pria team was that I wanted to see if there was something special we could do for the caregiving.com community. So we're actually going to be announcing this later on, but there is going to be a giveaway. So we're going to be doing a Pria giveaway through our channel, through our social media channels, and it'll give everybody an opportunity to get their own Pria device. So that's really cool, and I want to make sure that we could do something for you guys as well as a part of this. So again, I mean, the voice recognition idea, the face awareness login, really cool features from an accessibility perspective. Really excited they added those in. You know, I think this thing is fantastic. Again, you pay for it, right? So it's something you are going to have to pay for. I think, and we'll list the pricing here in a summary because I don't know it off the top of my hand, but you're paying for it, and this is so this is pretty much the top of the line in terms of medication management. With the app, I can see when meds are taken, I can see when meds are missed, I can see what's coming up. So I've got an ability as a caregiver or family member to really manage and see what's going on in the home. And if there's a medication missed, I can get an alert from that, and then I can do a drop-in call to see if there's something wrong. Or I can remind mom to make sure they take their medications, especially if it's something new. Overall, I think this thing is fantastic. Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to do a lot more of these videos in the future. Glad we had Pria. Glad we had such a cool technology caregiver tool for the first one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys will check out Pria, see their website, and learn more about the device. I think I really only scratched the surface in terms of features here, and I'm going to have some fun playing around with this some more. So anyway, thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Hey, what's up, you guys? Hey, before I let you go, there was a couple more features that I found as I was playing with this thing that I thought were newsworthy or noteworthy that I wanted to share. The first is it's got this really cool, again, as part of this interface, they've got a COVID-19 self-checker, which obviously very relevant.
A series of questions. Do you want to proceed?
So it sounds like, at least what I'm noticing here, is that they've got a lot of new updates that come out based on what's going on, so that they're always updating this stuff, which is also really cool, right? The other cool things that it's got in the menu here, we've got a Pria contacts. So again, depending on your person you're caring for's ability to sort of use the device, you can add all those, you can invite multiple contacts, so they actually have the ability to just go into their contacts and video call people. So again, it doesn't even have to be an emergency. This becomes a tool that they can use to connect, which again, all of us know how important that is and how difficult it can be depending on your device, depending on your experience. This is a really, really simple way to do that versus getting to know how to use Skype or FaceTime. This can be another really easy avenue, especially for those who may be a little bit more technologically impaired. So again, you can see sort of my contacts here, and then I can click video call and it would call my contact. The other thing I wanted to show you is not only can I go in here and see my medications, but I can get help and I can set up a wellness plan. So again, this takes into account all your medications, all the reminders you want to have set up. Again, just another really cool feature that they've added in that sort of takes into account maybe someone who's managing their own stuff. This thing's got a lot of application, a really, really broad, I think, use case, and can be applied just about into any caregiving or self-care scenario. So just wanted to add those things in. Thanks again for tuning into the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it informative. And if you want to find out more, just visit www.okpriya.com and they'll be able to give you all the information right there. So thank you guys again, and we'll see you on the next one.